That's right, guys. Now, the big elections aren't until November, but for those who hope to see their name on the ballot, they've got to beat out their competition in the June primaries. The big race in Iowa comes down to Democrat Bruce Braley's seat in Congress. He's up for re-election in the Senate, and Republicans are determined to put one of their own in his spot. 5 Republicans are seeking the nomination from their party. They face off on June 3rd, and as that date nears, they're interacting more. On Saturday at the annual Iowa Broadcast News Association convention, Judy Woodruff of the PBS NewsHour moderated a debate between the candidates. Joni Ernst, a current state senator, Sam Clovis, an economist, and Matt Whitaker, Scott Shaban, and Mark Jacobs, all businessmen, are seeking the nomination. Topics discussed in the debate included repealing Obamacare, agricultural farm subsidies, and how to solve the problem of a diminishing Social Security program. The candidates certainly had different viewpoints on how to handle certain issues, but one thing remained clear: repealing Obamacare is a must for all of them. When asked if they had an alternate program on the table, none had a response, but they reiterated free market principles as the way to create one. Sam Clovis even went as far as to say that he would not be willing to work with Democrats across the aisle on issues like Obamacare because he's not seeking a compromise. He said he's seeking to get the ideal Republican outcome on this issue. Sounds like more gridlock in Washington could be on the way. Now, early voting has been going on in Iowa City since April 24th. Iowa is one of 34 states that allows early elections, and that's a big factor for campaigns here because students in Johnson County make up a large demographic. But most of them will be packing up and heading home for the summer a couple weeks before the June 3rd election date. Our own Megan Horahan reports how this could affect the election.
Nationally, midterm elections see older voters turn out to vote more than younger ones, usually meaning a lower turnout for Democrats. However, in the Johnson County primary election, this has not been the case. As of Friday, May 2nd, about 561 people have voted. Of those voters, 498 were Democrats and only 63 were Republicans. This doesn't mean young voters are coming out to vote early, but candidates are still looking to reel in that demographic.
The extent that younger people vote and students vote, I mean, that would turn the election. I mean, how many students are at Iowa? 20, 25,000, something like that, you know? And so it would be easy for students to be decisive in this election.
Students focusing on finals at this time of the year don't usually think of long-term effects, but now is the time to speak their opinion at the ballot box.
I hate to say it, but it does directly affect them, but we have yet to see the students realize just how much say the county has over what happens here.
So there are only a couple, week and a half left before students are gone. And so, wanting someone to win or wanting change doesn't bring change at all, but voting does, because in local elections like this, so few people vote.
Satellite voting is held at convenient locations on certain days, but you can vote anytime here at the Johnson County Auditor's Office Monday through Friday during business hours.
The next satellite voting site will be at Kirkwood Community College tomorrow, May 6th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Megan Horahan, Daily Iowan TV.
Early voting for the primary election will be available every weekday except Memorial Day until that June 3rd primary. And if you'd like to brush up on what the candidates said in the debate this past weekend, head over to dailyowanepi.com for the full story.